Get you when you sleep. I remember thinking he was crazy, but I also remember thinking we spend half our lives asleep. They get you when you sleep.
Yeah, it's your boy Maserati, man, aka 50 States. Bow! Yeah. Nowadays, you gotta watch out who you be around. Your best friend will set you up, man, these niggas clowns. Nowadays, you gotta watch out who you be around. Your best friend will set you up, man, these niggas clowns. Bitch made a deal with the Commonwealth. It didn't even really care about her fucking health. How you snitched on a fucking plug, man? And all I did was show love, use a dub, man.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
What up, world? This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser rocking it out with First Fam West Radio and your man's Mr. Illustrator. And on the ones and twos, we got Crazy D. Spin that, man.
Keep the tools in the box, the haters wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. I'm a fly in the bean, money is the reason. Know everything about those games. Keep the tools in the box, the haters wanna stop it. Mom's on like cocaine. Pure white, Peruvian, take flight, ride the wind, long nights, you're getting it in. Is this the life of a hooligan? Ninjas on the street, they trying to avoid the chalk. Talk it out, maybe after let the haters spark. Gunshots, bury victims in the dirt quick. Circle of death, calling it the worst shift. Mind blown, mind gone. Just took a life he don't care about his own. But this is what the youth talk, turned up. Mommy offered those pills, plus she coked up. Out to celebrate, told it's the last days. Racing, chase away the pain of his lane. Ain't no shame, she peeling off her lace and things.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.
I threw my I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beat. Talk to Moo, he hear that shade when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucker sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. Ay, just be patient till time gon' come. Like a rock star on the stage, I just mind my drum. Pull a pistol in the middle of some beef, I'm behind my gun. If it ain't the police, you could never name a time I run. Easty nigga, I kept that dope in my socks, okay. You better duck or get motherfucking shot, yeah, okay. You ain't my brother if you fucking with ops, yeah, okay. Stick up your plug and have him take me to your spot, yeah, okay. See, you don't understand that peek through them blinds. I was dancing with the devil, brother, time after time. Guarantee you see murder, you take a look inside my eyes. Money called me and told me they all acting surprised. Can't believe what you saying, I know you wear a disguise. You gon' fail trying to play me, you gon' die trying to try. Put some shots in this upper body, put his soul in the sky. I am not with the back and forth, all my niggas tryna slide. I'm feeling through my soul on this motherfucking beat. I kill a nigga just to make sure that I eat. Listen to my heart, I hear my daughter when that beats. Talk to Moo, he hear that shade when I speak, yeah. Mama told me watch all the company you keep, yeah. Slide on the west and then we post up on the east, yeah. I'm on your neck, it ain't no motherfucking sleep, yeah. Creep up on you, I know some motherfucking creeps, yeah. See, you don't hate me, you just hate the addiction. I remember being alone in the most fucked up position. I pray to God every night, remove me out these conditions. See, they gon' judge before they know you and really see how you living. Can't expect you to pay attention and really seek out the difference. But let me warn you, please keep my name up out of your mentions. I'd rather. Nah, fuck that nigga, I'm finna. With a gang master. You be.
I remember who I was. I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from.
Disloyalty, been with this shit toiletry. Beef with Crips warrior, I keep a sick sawyer. In the mix, culinary, my whip game legendary. Mix procaine with that cocaine, profits necessary. Never snitch, while kids get seduced by Miss Piggy. Say my Merca trill nigga, wearing some skinnies. Claim real, have you ever faced the L for a body? You know you didn't kill and didn't squill on anybody. Have your shirt been stained by the blood of homie slain? Niggas you play ball with, try imagining my pain. 10 weights, your man mom fingers you to blame. Sin without your influence, her son that never bang.
Remember who I was. I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. I remember who I was. I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from.
I suffer physical abuse, I'm no stranger to violence. Hung my forefathers on nooses, cops harassed without conscience. Fuck them bastards, racial profile, racial tensions arising. Not just SoCal, the Bay, Missouri, all protests. Where we go now, lost hope, find evidence suggests our children's education's inferior. Rich kids get the best, might sound bitter. Truth is, all I want is success. For Junior and my sister kids, sacrifice my last breath, seeking progress and change. Maybe a permanent address. They'll call home knowing that worse, they have a workplace of west. Is it wrong being black or being born with less? Into a dysfunctional family, bloodlines a train wreck.
Remember who I was. I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. I remember who I was. I'm not going back where I started from. Don't look back, I'm gone. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from. Light up, if you understand it, light up. You know where I'm coming from.
Hey, let me hear that second verse.
Not for wrath, but for remembrance. Let it testify where the blood cried out. In the name of Yeshua, I command the sky. Open up, let it rain. Let it rain. Let it rain.
What up, world? This is Grammy music producer Ryan Ghost Bowser rocking it out with First Fam West Radio. And your man's Mr. Illustrator. And on the ones and twos, we got Crazy D. Spin that, man.
Let the truth speak now. It's for JB. Yeah. I seen fire behind smiles, deals sealed in silence, where crowns come dipped in gold and laced in violence. She ain't died for the street, she died for the throne. While the man who lit the match posed alone with the stone. Yeah, they said it was random, a drive-by theft. And what I read in the spirit and the truth never left. Fame ain't built on beasts, it's built on blood in the dirt. And you can't trade a soul and not inherit the curse. Come on now. Yeah, I seen shadows where lights live. Tears on the floor where no flowers give. They celebrated him, gave him charts and plaques, while our voice got buried in unspoken facts. Come on now. They don't hear the cries, only clap for the chains. Truth and silence, but they dance in the flames. Blood on the beat, don't call it a song. It's a sacrifice masked in what they call strong. Yeah, okay. They worship gold chains, but forget who was chained. She was more than a moment, she was holy and slain. Think I care about flow when her life got erased? Trying to resurrect truth that they tried to replace. They called it street justice, but what's just in trial? Who lit a candle for her name in that file? Not one, not a soul, just excuses in the tone. Now our spirit screams through the microphone. I ain't here to expose, I'm here to unveil, to show how many kingdoms got built on betrayal. You clap for an artist, but who paid the fee? Sometimes the biggest stages hide the deepest debris. They stepped on the bones of the ones who believe. Gassed up the killer, let the martyr just bleed. Whole world cheering while a queen got erased. But I ain't come to clap, I came to face what they waste. I felt the pain like a knife in the chest. Every lyric I spit is a cry for the rest. Y'all got bars, I got burdens to live. This ain't rap, this is the sound of the riff. I ain't here for revenge, I'm a voice of the grave, where the flowers never grow and the faithful stay brave. She ain't collateral, she was breath and blood, but they cast her in quiet like the price ain't blood. Y'all praise killers and crown them with fame, but heaven saw murder and remembered her name. So I
What's up, man? My bad, Push. Pull this up, bro. We got Kid the Barber in the building, man. Petty Queen. Salute, family.
What's good, bro?
Oh, man, just chilling, man. It's Friday, man. We made it through the week.
Yes, sir.
On the weekend, man. Appreciate everybody pulling up. Pull up, roll up, get blowed. You know what it is, man. We ain't trying to go too long. But, man, we got a couple things we want to talk about. Got this Lil Durk, OTF, Bonnie, King Von situation. OTF, Bonnie's pops coming out saying that him and Lil Durk is behind getting King Von out of here, and OTF Bonnie was stealing money from King Von. He pretty much saying that King Von paid for his own UNALIVED, which is crazy, right? And so we're going to get into that. We got some psychics, spiritualists, which she been on this thing for like the last, I think, 4 or 5 years. So she's speaking on that, and we're going to play some of that content.
Good, fam.
And then we're going to go into a little bit of the Tupac and Biggie, play a little bit of clips, Gene Dill, a few other things like that. But I hope everybody in good spirits, man. We just gonna get to it, man. Appreciate everybody.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, is it a Taco Friday at your house?
Nah, man, we don't do Taco Friday, man. Taco Friday. Nah, what I had, I went and got some. I went and had some strips. I went and got some strips, some mashed potatoes and shit.
Some lamb chops and strips.
Nah, shit, lamb chops. Lamb is good meat. Don't be fooled.
You had chitlin strips, huh?
Chitlin?
Okay.
Hell no. You had a
Chitlin
chitlin
strip.
steak. I heard your ass had a chitlin steak. Yo. Hey, we gonna play Pusha just dropped like two videos. It's been what, a couple weeks. He doing them back to back. And so he going viral on TikTok. So we gonna play the first video because we kind of like a week behind. So we gonna do that. So yeah. Hey, I just played this video, man. Lil Durk, y'all remember this song Backdoor? Which is crazy because the video came out right after that, after King Von lost his life. We're gonna get into this content after this. Yeah, close that back door. Can't get snaked by my homies. Oh man, what's up, man? How everybody feeling, man? We're gonna get to it. Hope y'all smoking good, feeling good, living good. Y'all, I'm gonna go start off with this Hookah Anonymous, man. Y'all go check his channel out. He got a lot of great content. We're gonna play what's her name? Gaila Hagen. I think I said that right. I hope I did. King Von spiritual advisor goes in deep. Part 1. You only gonna watch part 1 and 2. Y'all go check it out for yourselves. Now this was done, I think 4 years ago. And in the comments, and from what it's just, they saying that she sticks to her story. And you know, we ain't telling who you should believe in. It ain't about all that. We're just gonna get straight to it.
But
and you know, over here we dabble in conspiracy and all that type of shit too. Controversy, conspiracy, all that type of shit.
said I was gonna do this video today, and so I'm gonna do this video today. My name is Gaila, also known as the Sexual Celestial, and yes, I'm a psychic, I'm a medium, I'm a witch, I believe in magic, I believe in all that good shit. And disclaimer, I'm not here to convert y'all. I don't really give a damn what y'all believe in, right? I'm not Jesus. I'm not here to change y'all beliefs. I just believe in my work, and I believe in the unseen, and I believe in things. I believe in the paranormal. I believe in magic. I believe in reincarnation. I believe in blood sacrifices. And so if you are closed-minded, this may not be the video for you. I don't want no shit. I'm not arguing. I'm not going back and forth with nobody. This is my work. This is what I do for a living. And I have no reason to lie. I don't want that fake ass crap that y'all swear everybody wants. Trust me, baby, I don't want that. And so I'm just here to tell King Von's story because he reached out to me. I didn't summon him like everybody was saying on my post.
What'd you say? I'm picking up my
I'm saying, why do they do that? I don't want to go back and forth with no one. You don't want nobody to question if you're real or not?
You know how that shit is. But I think with her...
You gotta expect that shit.
Yeah, but I think with her, she's been doing it for a while. People in the comments is brutal. Brutal. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm just saying, if she makes something float in front of her, I mean, everybody would be like, okay.
I say this is first time I checked her out.
Board. What I do is I use the Ouija board to connect with spirits, and a lot of people think that the Ouija board is taboo, and that's true if your vibration isn't high, if your frequency isn't high. A lot of people, not me, they can't do what I do. They frequency not mine, and I do not say that humbly.
Hold up. Shout out to the homie kid, the barber, man, picking his son up for football practice. That's what I'm talking about. I like to hear that. Fathers and their sons' lives, their kids' lives, doing what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? To build them up so they can be productive human beings. So salute to you, bro. Salute the kid, the barber, man. And be home to get to that good smoke, man. Y'all pull up, roll up, get blow. No drinking and driving. No nefarious smokes, man.
I'm confident in my abilities, and so when he told me he reached out to me because of my work on the other side, thank you. I already know. I know what I am outside this body. Y'all don't know, but y'all soon will know. So, before I get into what he told me on the board, because I'm going to get into all that, this is like a two-part video. The first part, I'm going to give my theory of what I feel happened with what he told me and just common sense, okay? And spirit always puts me in the know, and I'm not wrong. I don't care what y'all think or what y'all say. I'm hardly ever wrong. Never wrong. Fuck that. And so I'm gonna give y'all my theory. And listen, if you're not open-minded, that's cool. Don't come over here with that shit, because I'm not with it. Listen, scroll by, whatever. So, my theory is that King Von was blood sacrificed. He was sacrificed for someone that was close to him, someone that's in the same industry as him. And I know people be like, oh my God, the Illuminati, it's deeper than that. It's bigger than that. They've been blood sacrificing motherfuckers since the Sumerian times, since the ancient times. It's nothing new. It's only new if you're not in the know. What happened to him, that fight was staged, his enemy being there was staged. Everything was orchestrated to make it seem as if he was just a hothead. He just, saw his enemy and got to fighting. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the movie Get Out, but if not, y'all need to get into it. Because if y'all don't believe in that you can be hypnotized, that you could be put under drugs and pills to be manipulated against your will, then y'all sleep as hell out here. What I feel happened to him was he was hypnotized. That's why his manager kept saying that he wasn't himself. Of course he wasn't himself, because he was under hypnosis. That's why he was acting that way. From what he told me also, that's why he was feeling that way. That's why he was sitting in the car that long, because he was trying to fight what was going on. But we all know when you in a sunken place, you can't do shit about it. Nothing about that was natural. And I know what people gonna say, well, yeah, he just started a fight and this, that, and the third. That was not. See deeper. See deeper. It's deeper than that. That shit was set up for him to look like he died, how he lived. That wasn't that. And yes, I believe in karma to a certain extent. You get what you put out, but it wasn't his time to go. Okay? Beings in high places can manipulate this matrix. It's a construct. It's like a smart ass computer. It's like a smart ass video game or whatever. It can be manipulated, and you can manipulate it to take out somebody's timeline, to take them out fast. And that is what happened with King Von. And this is why I say it's a glitch in the matrix, because it wasn't his natural time. Beings in high places, right, manipulated his timeline and took him out early. This is why his death is being felt all over the world by people that never knew him. Check game. I never heard a kid, okay? Never. I'm not a fan. I couldn't tell you 5 songs until he contacted me. But first of all, let me go back. 3 weeks before his death, I knew a rapper was going to die. I post everything I say. It might be sounding random. It might sound crazy, but trust me, I'm just going to be pulling shit out my ass. I knew 3 weeks ahead of time a rapper was going to die. I didn't know it was him. So when he died, I'm like, damn, that's the rapper. Couple days later, he hit me up on my board. And I just want to say, he knows. And this is why he wanted me to make this video, because he was betrayed. It's by somebody that everybody would be like, well, why would he do that? Baby, y'all better get into the blood sacrifice game. It's not a sacrifice if it's not somebody close. It's not a sacrifice if it's not nobody you care about. It was a hit. It was a hit. And so my theory is the person that sacrificed him, I'm not gonna say no names, because I know law and I know all that. And if I say names, I would have to take my video down. I'm not taking this video down, because he wanted me to get this out there, and this is what I'm gonna do, right? So he was sacrificed. Everybody knew but him. That's what he told me. Him and a couple of other his real friends, and I know them by name. He told me their names, and if they want to reach out to me, I would tell them. But I'm not telling no names on this video. But it's only a few people that he trusted. And
now, the people that's in the know. King Von and Lil Durk, they know that they're not like, they didn't like come up together. They're not like buddy like it appeared to me.
And I'm sorry, it was a glitch in the matrix, and that's why we feeling so fucked up about it. That's why we can't let it go. It wasn't his time to go. And I also want to touch on the fact when I say he was a demon, y'all gotta wake the fuck up. Y'all can't believe that y'all the only beings here, right? Y'all can't believe that all there is this physical. Wake the fuck up. If 2020 ain't showed y'all shit, it should have showed y'all that things are never what they seem. When I say he was a demon is just somebody, a lost soul. The farther you are from source, we call that evil. The closer you are to source, we call that good. All is source. There is no separation. There is no separation. So when I say he a demon, I just mean that he has a lot of rank. in the hierarchy of the without, meaning the people that's fathers from source. Meaning he might have did some shit in his life, but that boy had a golden soul and that boy had a golden heart. I done seen it, I done read it. And there wasn't no natural death. I don't care what y'all say. He didn't just meet up. Everything was too perfect. Look between the lines. Everything was just too perfect. Oh, he in the car, he pull up, and the manager was lying. He told me the manager was lying. The manager was with the shit, but it don't take a rocket scientist to realize this.
Ron had a lot of bodies.
And I just we gonna call the person that set him up Donovan.
That nigga had bodies on him.
Yeah, he did. He did have bodies on him.
So what's he talking about?
Like I say, I want people to just hear it. I hear it. I heard. I checked some of it out. I checked both the videos out that I'm playing, but just hear it because I'm not telling nobody to believe shit. She not telling nobody to believe shit. She's saying that this is what. Now, one thing I've gotten from her comments in her people been, you know, they said she done stuck with her story even to this day. You know what I'm saying? So we can't put nothing past that. Some people have premonitions. Some people are more spiritual than others, and they may give, you know, maybe in the layman term, touched by a spirit or an angel or whatever. I don't know, but like I say, this channel we try to stay open-minded. We talk about all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go check out Pushy Push, man. You know, you gotta be open-minded and just listen. So I don't know, but when he did pass away, all I kept hearing is, oh, it was a setup. It was a setup. He got backdoor. King, Lil Durk did that. Ooh. I don't know. All this whole shit. Now we saying they saying the dude OTF Vonnie went and took his dad down there to go pay Lil Tim months ahead. This is all crazy. We just playing the content and giving our commentary on it. But this is interesting, to say the least.
So this Donovan set him up. He said he was the ringleader, and so I'm just here to put his story out because he has been his spirit is not resting. I don't care what nobody say. I would take a lie detector test about this shit. This is just how serious I am about it. I don't got no reason to lie, baby. The spirits talk to me all the time. Period. So that's my theory. He was blood sacrifice for Donovan, and Donovan is his close friend, his buddy. And watch now that he's out the way. Watch how Donovan go up. Watch how Donovan go up. There was a YouTuber, Allying with Ariana. She did a video. Her video was so similar to what he told me on my board. It don't make no sense. The three people that set him up, the three kings that she was talking about, the three people that he also told me about, is Donovan, the one that the ring leader. He said he was the ring leader, and two other people. These two other people are a pair. I'm gonna let y'all do the work because it's not my job to do it for y'all. Period.
A pair.
But what I'm saying, it was a blood sacrifice. It wasn't the off like everybody think it is. He told me that it wasn't no gang shit. It's deeper than that shit. It was a sacrifice. And that's just facts. And when I say about reincarnation, y'all don't know who people be outside of these bodies, okay? Y'all don't know who the fuck we are outside of these bodies, okay? He was not no regular person. He was not a regular person. His soul was great. He has rank on the other side. Just like he said, I got rank on the other side. And he isn't resting because he wants everybody to know. I asked time and time again, did he want me to put this video out? And he said yes. So that's just what it was.
He was admitted that she's a witch. So, like I say, people get in the comments, I'm not into it. I don't give a fuck.
I'm saying, nigga, how you gonna murk up everybody? Because, you know, he's like a little serial killer. I'm just saying. I mean, talking about this dude is a...
Right. But, I mean, it's crazy.
I guess.
Yeah, it's crazy. I ain't gonna play this whole video. It's like 12 minutes long. I'm gonna get to the next one, then get to a little deeper. As far as, okay, OT Vonnie set King Von up to be killed and blame Durk. And shout out to Brian Blake. You know, OTF versus O-Block. What really is going on? He just dropped one a few hours ago. Salute to that guy. But I mean, he, of course, standing on the other side, it seemed like, are they trying to set Durk up? Is dirk an innocent man. And OTF Bonnie, did he snitch or did not snitch? You know?
I'm willing to take a lie detector test because I don't have to lie about this. He didn't trust the rap.
Ali, I love your hair.
I mean, it's easy to spot me on the court, I bet.
But you've always been like that. See me?
Yeah.
Before you hear me. All done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not so fast. I love you.
Rapper bitch said she was fake. I say it looks. He said that he couldn't. Baby messages for them that I'd rather not put on this video. His baby moms, his the mother of his son. I have messages for her as well. Basically, back to that night that happened, he said that he couldn't control himself. It's like he had to make a move. Like when they came and said that nigga was out there, he had no choice but to make that move. It was against his will. But like I say, it looks like to everybody else that, oh yeah, he saw this nigga, he about that action. Cause like I say, they take you out of here. Go back, y'all. All y'all gotta do is do the research. It's 2020, like come on. They kill you how you live. He didn't trust the manager. He didn't trust the rapper bitch. Said she was fake as hell. He once thought that he loved, that he could trust her, but he couldn't. She was fucking with the ops. Just it's so much shit. But I know one thing. He wants revenge because he said that it's too much shit to let slide. Like motherfuckers folded on him. That's how he taking it. And I don't care. Like I said, I'm willing to do, like I could take a lie detector test. I don't have any reason to lie. That shit was a setup. That shit was orchestrated to make it look like how he lived. It's just too convenient. Who death date that damn perfect? Like come on here. They hypnotized that man. You could do it with drugs. You could do it with alcohol. It ain't like the old days where you have to sit them up in this laboratory and all that shit, man. You don't have to do that. That industry is wicked, okay? The industry is wicked, and that's why it's falling. That's why it's on its way out. 2020 is the apocalypse. Everything is being revealed. Just because you kill people these days, it's not the end, because nobody ever really dies, and you don't know who they can reach out to and finish telling their story. So since he contacted me, he hasn't been stopped contacting me, warning me. I've been posting the shit. I can't make that up. I can't make none of that up. So he wanted it to be known, because he said he wants them to know that he was a sacrifice. And that the people that he would have never folded on. He said he was the realest nigga walking, and motherfuckers didn't like that. Guess who the motherfucker didn't like that? Y'all gotta stop with that. Oh, but somebody would never do that. Why would they do that? Let me tell you, if I want to go up in the game, I can't fucking sacrifice no stranger. I don't got no ties to that. Ain't no love there. I don't know shit about them. So what? It gotta be somebody you love. It gotta be somebody you care about. And that's just what it was. That shit was staged. The manager was lying. He fucked himself up with that interview. And I just want to say, it's just, I'm convinced. I don't care what nobody say. But even before he came to me on the board, I know a blood sacrifice, y'all. I've been in this shit since 2010. Day for day like a damn nun. Like I'm in jail. I don't play about this shit. I read souls, okay? It don't matter where your soul is, I can reach you. So I don't...
Hey, y'all go check her out, man. That's Gyla. She brought up some interesting things, you know. I'm gonna play this video clip of King Von's nephew. Now, I know this, like I say, this stuff was brought out years ago. The people that follow King Von and that whole movement, you know, they own it. You know what I'm saying? You know, they own it. So everybody gonna have their theories of what happened. But listen to what the little nephew said. This is crazy. On the live.
Not playing, but we say welcome to the video, guys. Do not play, but welcome to my video, guys. But I missed my uncle because y'all did something bad to my uncle. Baby.
Man, you hear that? So he said, Oh, you be watching her too, kid? Yeah. I just checked her out, man. The dude, Anonymous, man, Hookah Anonymous, man, he be having a lot of great content, and you know, he do be having interesting points how he break the shit down. She's always kept this vibe on this whole thing with King Von. And people were saying that. Y'all know that they were saying that you know, they were saying that little Durkio was with, you know, he did that so he can elevate all this backdoor activity, and he was jealous of Von because, you know, Von really was the street dude and all this other shit. But that don't make it true. We just here to play the content. But this is crazy that Von's nephew said what he said on the live, just off the blue.
Hey, welcome to the video, guys. Do not play, but welcome to my video, guys. But I missed my uncle because y'all did something bad to my uncle. Baby.
He said, I miss my uncle because y'all did something bad to my uncle. And she said, shh. She shushed the kid. Why did she shush the kid? Yo, that was crazy. That's crazy. Play that again.
Right now, we say welcome to the video, guys. Do not play, but welcome to my video, guys. But I missed my uncle because y'all did something bad to my uncle. Baby.
Take that for what y'all want, you know what I'm saying? Let's get to this shit. This shit crazy.
I'm the king boss.
Them niggas act like they don't need us. They do everything we do, they wanna be us.
Oh, let's stop it. Huh? I don't get you on that,
Hell no.
How much that is, Lord? Richie Rich. Goofy. Little Richie Rich.
I'll go check out GT of mine.
They do everything we do, they wanna be us. For them taking ecstasy, they try to tee up. That's a bet.
I'm into it, people. It don't got to be no. I don't know why. I don't care why, but it can be that. You see what I'm saying? Well, I like to know why we into it. I like to. I need to, cause I ain't no goofy. Like what the fuck?
Don't get stressed, cause phone them two getting off the X.
Don't get stressed, cause phone them two getting off the X. Don't get stressed, cause phone them two getting off the X.
I know what to tell your homie, don't be next.
It's time to wake people up to this deeper history and also our deeper connection with
What she said, my girl in the building. What you smoking on? What you drinking on? It's crazy. I don't know, man. What y'all think, man?
I'ma tell your homie, don't be next.
Predictions and theories and shit. Look at this. This is the actual day of the night of it. Thrash that boy. Right there. Cops. Cop car. Why is a cop right there? That is a cop car there. Why is the cop car right there? That's crazy. Rest in peace, Slutty. Get into the house. Okay. Before I hit Rondo Pop. Slutty. Slutty the only one that's up. Always take off. Drinking water is the best thing.
This shooting made national headlines as officials confirmed one of the 3 people shot and killed was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last.
So did not get in the car with King Von, but was trying to rush to be by his side, but was shot to death by an undercover cop. Damn.
This shooting made national headlines as officials confirmed one of the 3 people shot and killed was rapper King Von from Chicago, who was here last night with friends.
2 groups of individuals got into a physical altercation. That physical.
That nigga push, man. Push. I just got the private chat. Oh shit. That's when you don't pre-screen. You don't pre-screen the music.
Altercation escalated into an exchange of gunfire.
APD says the gun battle took place in 3 different spots near Trinity Avenue, where a total of 6 people were shot. 3 have died. GBI says King Von and a group of men left Opium nightclub and went to Monaco Hookah Lounge early Friday morning. Investigators say after they arrived, 2 men approached the group in the parking lot and an argument ensued. From there, shots were fired.
26-year-old Devon Bennett, also known as rapper King Von.
He won't be back on the streets he own. Everyone that he love, they gon' be gone.
Shot and killed after a deadly fight erupted in front of Monaco Hookah Lounge. 2 men approached King Von and his group in the parking lot, and an argument ensued. The argument quickly escalating to a shootout between the 2 groups.
Don't know. Slutty did get unalive. Where did he get unalive at? Y'all saw him running around trying to help King Von at one point.
The investigation on this shootout will continue. No officers were injured during this incident. According to GBI, this is the 82nd officer-involved shooting that they've been requested to investigate in 2020.
According to GBI, this is the 82nd officer-involved shooting that they've been requested to investigate in 2020.
He got to get back for his block, I tilt my hat. Feel like I'm drowning, got this water around my neck. I'm up first on it down when I broke it down.
Watch what salt does to your body.
This 7-second artery flush could save your life.
With my team, boy, I am so cold.
That shit came. I told you not to tell you. Bitch,
about to clown her off with the mop. She coming or not. Grind.
He got to get back for his block, I tilt.
Hey, you know what's crazy? What I did hear about King Von, I have heard, is they said he was generous. He was like, to his people he really cared about. So, which is crazy, like I say. As far as him getting down and doing, stepping on folks, that's between him and his maker. I ain't the judge. I don't know if he did it or not. I wasn't there. But what they say, you know. They say. Hey, but we're gonna play this right here, and then we'll get to that Brian Blake and get his opinion on it. You know, his breakdown. Shout out to Brian Blake.
Somebody knew it.
Shout out to Drill. Chicago Drills, man. Y'all go over there, subscribe, run them numbers up.
Because they was like, what, see, I don't know
Nigga, you can come home tomorrow if you give me Vaughn and you got
Hold on.
facts to testify in your beat too.
He want to interview you. So, and Academic said it.
Hold on, y'all. Y'all finna get some exclusive shit right here.
The Chicago Drills. Yeah, man, we got trenches right here, and this is supposed to be some exclusive, you know what I mean? And what I got to say about this is, how do we don't know that Vonnie have not been setting Little Dirk up this whole time?
Hold on. I'm a little out of order on this one. Shout out to Hookah Lounge. Hookah Anonymous, I said Hookah Lounge. Hookah Anonymous. Put me on, shout out to Kid the Barber, man. Yeah, put me on the baby girl and shit. Check it out. OTF Vonnie, father of Mid Lil Tim, was paid to unalive King Von. New audios. I don't know if this is OTF Vonnie's real pops, but that's what they saying, so we're just gonna play the content.
Remember, aside from us, she was the only one that was calling this out a very long time ago. And every time something pertaining to Vaughn come up, I'ma always shout her out because y'all need to know where this all came from. Now, I was on YouTube doing it, she was on Facebook, but I was doing it more in the physical, where I was just stating what I observed. On the other hand, Gyla was more surgical with it because she was doing it from a spiritual standpoint. But here's the difference. She was predicting what was going on and what would happen before it did, and guess what? Everything she said would come to pass did. Remember when she told y'all Vaughn was gonna start moving like Jimmy Bones? And he wanted revenge on everybody that did him wrong? Well, fast forward to 2025, how's that been going? The whole O Block has basically crumbled, so have OTF, Dirk is in jail, Bezu is nowhere to be found, and Duke is no longer here. But speaking of Duke, remember when Gyla tried to warn Duke? Told him to be careful. He called her crazy, and now look. But anyway, let's get into these audios since the cat is out the bag. I told y'all I've been sitting on these audios for a minute. Out of respect, I kept them, but it's out. So we're going to get into that and a few other things that haven't been exposed that you guys don't know. But before we do, make sure you hit that thumbs up button so we can get this video into the algorithm. And if you not subscribed to the platform already, make sure you do so now. Let's get in.
The only reason cuz niggas stepped on cause they
You ain't Muslim. I texted Mark on Instagram. He ain't never responded back. I'm gonna send it to you and show you what I sent him. So he gonna know 100% facts that I was there. Because the same day you was running from the police, you back next to the suburb, you in the pickup truck, and they gave you a duffel bag full of money. You know what I'm saying? This is in April 2020, being killed to November 6th. So my son thinking that I ain't gonna remember because I'm back in Chicago.
Now, speaking of OTF Vonnie, right? There's a lot of things people don't know about Vonnie. People don't know that it was an attempt on his life before him and the OTF guys were arrested. Before he came back to Chicago, where he was grabbed up by the feds, he was staying in Atlanta and shared an apartment with T Styles, the girl that's a stylist and friends with Cardi B. Somehow, someway, he was in a vehicle where gunmen began shooting and hit the car 26 times, and he wasn't hit at all. But however, that's not the only thing that played a part with him.
That's crazy.
They gave you a duffel bag full of money. You know what I'm saying? This is in April 2020, being killed to November 6th. So my son thinking that I ain't gonna remember because I'm back in Chicago.
Now, speaking of OTF Vonnie, right? There's a lot of things people don't know about Vonnie. People don't know that it was an attempt on his life before him and the OTF guys were arrested. Before he came back to Chicago, where he was grabbed up by the feds, he was staying in Atlanta and shared an apartment with T Styles, the girl that's a stylist and friends with Cardi B. Somehow, someway, he was in a vehicle where gunmen began shooting and hit the car 26 times, and he wasn't hit at all. But however, that's not the only thing that played a part with him coming back to Chicago, because they was already aware that the feds were coming, which is another reason why they were back in Chicago.
Came back to Chicago within the last couple months before they got locked up. You know what I'm saying? He with the broad T Styles, and he snaked out, did some snaking to her. Which T Styles? The T Styles that be with Cardi B. T Styles, she could get locked up. I know you talking about. Yeah, he was for her, and he snaked out. She went somewhere, moved her furniture out the crib, had somebody steal a jewelry, did everything. Snake guy, but look how I was with him. Cause I asked a lot to protect my daughters and protect my sons. I got, you know what I mean? And guess what? The crowd on my watch, when I was ignorant, would make me not be able to have the cry. You know what I'm saying? So it's just what it is. So I got shot up 26 times. He ain't not a bullet touched him. That's crazy. Not a bullet touched him. I hit 26 times. Not a bullet touched him. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for that, right? Yeah, not a bullet touched him. You know what I mean? So he got out of Atlanta, had been playing Chicago, and you know, when they were standing in front of my crib, I said, man, what greater test can a man have? He said, what's that? I said, what's that? I said, his own son take him to go pay for his nephew's hit. Kids didn't fall from his ass, but they watered up. They watered up, they ain't fall. You know what I mean? What greater test can a man have? Yeah. You understand me? Dealing with this, you know what I mean? He took me to pay, could have left me at home. But like my man says, you know why he took you with him? You weren't gonna let nothing happen to him. So on the back, gonna rob him to the bag and woo-woo and things, then you know, you was gonna get out. That's why he took you with him. That's why he took you with him. He didn't think you was gonna remember, but that's why he took you with him. That's exactly why. You know what I'm saying? No, you gonna get out. So that's why he could have left me at home. That's why he took you with him. That's why he took you with him. I'm about to say, all that, like you said, you could have left me home. Yeah, left me at the crib. And I'm in the area. I'm gonna let you come on 5 to school. He blinking everything, but like I said, my man said, that's why he took you with him. No, you gonna go. And you peeping, you see everyone.
Let's break something else down for y'all. The club that King Von and them went to that night he passed away, do anybody knows who owned the club? Well, allegedly, the club that King Von and them was at the night he passed was owned by 21 Savage's uncle. Now remember, 21 Savage said that he's the one that got the call first about Von passing, and he knew before Lil Durk. He says him and Lil Durk was at a bowling alley together in Houston. He got the call from the club, and he didn't want to tell Lil Durk, which sounds kind of crazy. But he didn't want to tell Durk, but 5 minutes later, he seen Durk run out the bowling alley, so he said, damn, he must have found out.
Night happened. Me and Durk at the bowling alley, because we was out in Houston, so we at the bowling alley. I got the call probably 2 minutes after it happened, no exaggeration. The club right there, that's like my uncle. So he called me, but I'm thinking he done did something. They weren't kicking it like he got shot. They were kicking it like he shot somebody. But then goddamn, he called back and was like, nah, he got shot too. I ain't even want to tell Durk, so I ain't even say nothing to Durk. But then goddamn, about 5 minutes later, Durk just like left out the goddamn bowling alley like fast. I was like, damn, he just found out. I ain't want to tell.
Now keep in mind, this could either be true and Durk knew about Von being shot before we seen him on live, or he lied and Durk was on live and found out really how Von was shot, just how everybody assumed when he was looking at the messages as he got off live, right? I'll let y'all figure that one out. Now also, what a coincidence they say 21 Savage bought King Von's sister Kayla a new Range Rover after everything transpired, simply because he just wanted to because she dated his cousin. But if y'all remember, when Kayla being Mona Lisa, who's affiliated with King Von and his other sister and cousin Balo, she would expose Kayla B on Twitter as she would say, quote, you got other issues to worry about than me. Try to lie and say Lil Harold or Savage got you a car when Durk paid you off for the snake ish you did. F out of here. Now Von's sister Kay will also chime in during that back and forth As she would say, quote, "I'm not arguing with no posse or B-word that got paid off." Now, speaking of the car Kayla got, y'all check this out.
My son FaceTimed me. He in the Range Rover dealership.
Your workflow is important to us. Please wait indefinitely.
With Monday.com's intuitive...
Right. My mama shop is here. I shop. I get my shoppers from my mama. So my son in the Range Rover dealership. You know, I'm telling her what's going on, but she know her grandson. She ain't trying to hear that. Ooh, you know. So she said, he tell me, I say, he in the Range Rover dealership, man. 21 Savage about to back Kayla Range Rover. My mama said it went out my mouth in 2 seconds. I'm saying it like it's the truth. You understand me? I'm saying it like it's the truth. It went out my mouth 2 seconds. She said he ain't bad it. He bad it. Like 21 ain't bad it. CAPP'N bad it. It went out my mouth 2 seconds. I'm saying it like it's the truth. You feel me? Like I said, she called it. I'm repeat to her. 21 from the back. Kayla Range Rover. I'm saying it's like it's the truth. You understand me? It ain't out my mouth 2 seconds. He ain't bad it. He bad it. And then guess what? I had to check her too. I had to check her. I said, because it ended up coming out on YouTube, the 21 border the Range Rover, right? Later on, it come out on YouTube, the border the Range Rover, right? She said, all I got to say did. I said, mean what you say, and say what you mean. You said what you meant at the first time. Don't do it up, because they got to paint the narrative that this what happened. You put me in my proper place. You put me in my proper place and told me he ain't bad, it ain't out my mouth 2 seconds. Now they put my video out to support that mind, and that's you saying, come on.
Now, it's also a coincidence that it was rumors floating around that allegedly, in the past, King Von happened to rob 21 Savage cousin. Allegedly. Now, I'm not saying what's right and what's wrong. All I'm doing is trying to show y'all what's been put out there, and I want to know from y'all what makes sense and what don't. Simple. Now, speaking of the club, what if I told y'all that the club was illegally open and was supposed to be shut down due to a previous shooting that happened there before? How was a club that was illegally open was secured by off-duty Atlanta police? Why would a lounge or club that's supposed to be shut down even operate? Shouldn't the police be aware and shut it down? Well, here's a document proving that the club was supposed to be shut down, but I guess it wasn't.
So you see, it's public record that the place was illegally open. And that's the thing, my son called me, and it just all clicked back. He like, man, the place where we having the party at, it's closed down. Some said, should have somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So he thinking this whole thing is thrown off. You know what I mean? Because he already planned, and he planned the place and everything, you understand? And him, Rondo, and then Ron is texting back and forth. He talking to Rube, all he do is put them at the same place at the same time. And then the manager, if we can't take our guns in the club, but Slutty wasn't going. I'm gonna make sure folks get in the club first. We put our pistols up, you know what I'm saying? Just so happens his gun jammed.
Now, remember when Grandbaby was on live with his mother, Kayla B, and he said, quote, "Y'all did something to my uncle."
You was born? Yes, you was born? Yeah. You proud of you? Yeah. Wow. Look at my video, guys. But I miss my uncle because y'all did something bad to my uncle.
Now, we knew that was a dead giveaway because why would a child say something like that? And why?
Why push? Why would the child say that out the blue?
Would he say his mother did something wrong to her own brother? Well, here's a picture of Vonnie and another guy by the name of Fats, who y'all heard of in the text message that was exposed recently, and they were talking about something. Now, I'm not saying they were talking about doing anything to Von here, but this picture just goes to show that Grandbaby was very much around and was able to hear a lot of things that maybe they didn't think he was comprehending, which also may have been a reason why he was able to say, y'all did something bad to my uncle.
Grandbaby never met Von's father. Grandbaby never met Von's father. True, which is Von's so she called me Papa. You understand? Grandbaby didn't know me, so he asked Von, and I asked Papa. He said, yeah, I'm his grandfather, you understand? But me and Von's daddy, I'm not blood related. You know what I mean? But it's what it is. We've been together since we were 2 years old. We have been together since we were 2 years old. So he asked me, that's my Papa. So if you listen to the thing, my son's birthday is April 1st, okay? So it started 4-1, and he said, y'all did something to my grandpa, y'all did something to my uncle. You don't have to do nothing to my grandpa. I'm his grandpa. Guess what? Listen, I'm his grandpa. He never met Silver, which is where I stand. You understand? My son picked him up from school. Every day, he looking around every day. His eyes is closed, but his ears are open. So God forbid he on the Bluetooth or whatever. But he was real sharp, and he put everything in that same clip. I can't even flip the day I put Vine in the ground. The day I buried Vine is the day I went on YouTube and I found that book. He said,
hey, y'all go check out Hookah Anonymous. Go check it out for yourselves, man. Go run them numbers up. Salute. Man, they trying to put the UNALIVEDs on dirt. Everybody, it seemed like his whole team trying to set them up, huh? Nobody want to do life in the rain now.
What a thing. But let's continue.
He telling Vonnie how he could come home. Watch this. Man, fuck the streets. If you still thinking about the streets after you hear this shit, you a goofy. Fuck the streets, nigga. On everything. I hope everybody testify on the motherfucker after this one. Listen to this shit. This some cold shit right here.
I blocked him. I had
this some cold shit.
Conversation and see what he talking about. Because once you lay down, I'm Bonnie.
Hold on, y'all. And listen to this shit what he say, bro. This some real shit though. This to all the young kids that's talking about jumping in the streets. Listen to this.
Tell them I want to interview them, man. I got money. You know what I'm talking about.
Big Dirk members out here, and they hit us, and I text him every chance I get. I called him a bitch to his face the whole 9 yards. I done did everything, but now I didn't put shit out here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's seeing it, and you see in the thing, you see in the text messages, it's there that it's put there. Nigga, you come on tomorrow if you give him a bond, and you got me and facts to testify in your testify in your behalf. See, but what you don't know is when he said, K Grant, salams Abu me.
Now, what I don't get is they say Fats is D-Thing's baby mom. So, what the fuck? I don't get that part.
Means father. That's the Arabic word for father. So they know that that's who it was sent to his daddy. Abu is the Arabic word for father, and Umi is the...
Oh, shit.
Yeah, see, Abu.
Damn, I wish you would have told me that. I didn't know what the fuck that was. See, I don't know Arabic. So, I was wondering that, and somebody came under the comment on my page, bro.
You can say Arabic. Ghetto ass niggas in their education. Man, Arabic.
So somebody knew it because they was like, "Hey, them text messages is real, man." Because he said he talking to his father. Well, and I had blocked him. I had deleted the comment.
Shout out to Trenches right here. This Trenches just breaking this shit wide open, and we gotta get off Trenches' back of calling him a rat snitch. And the only reason why I say this is because it's not like he's trying to be something else that he's not. You see what I'm saying? He living up to it, and he's come to a point in his life that he's going to do this for the rest of his life versus what he used to do. So there's nothing wrong with changing your life, fellas. Don't get it twisted about these streets. If that's what you're going to do, you're going to change your life. What I suggest, me personally, that you don't change your life and then try to change others. Which meaning like, oh man, I changed my life, so let me tell on this, let me tell on that. See, that's what I have a problem with that because I want to change my life and I want to change other people's lives for the better, not for the worse. So, if I can't change your life for the better, I ain't going to try to change your life for the worse. And it's just Chicago drills. Let's let Trenches continue.
I mean, because I seen it right away soon when they uploaded.
Hey, y'all. Hey, look, I just try to keep it real with all my people. I don't know what the other bloggers lying about.
About Devon and Quando, right? So this was Zoonim and everybody's story was. Their story was that Vaughn was off of X-Pill and he was asleep, which is bullshit. And so they said that he was supposed to be sleeping in his car. Now the story, now they trying to come with.
Well,
Vaughn,
we know that on the X-Pill, you ain't going to sleep.
Rondo to fight. How was he sleep off of X-Pill?
And remember, I told y'all that they was at King Von's album release party. Quando, Rondo, Lil Timon, all of them was there. So I know that this wasn't arranged. That's why I asked y'all, can y'all support my channel? Send me a cash app, help me get this footage. I'm going to get it eventually, but I want to show y'all this whole footage, and I got to pay for a lot of it because a lot of it, see, they didn't give y'all all the footage. So, people, they held back, and I guess they want to get paid. But I could really put it together that whole night.
Going to fight at the same time, like
hit my cash app. Hit my cash app.
Don't make no sense. I'm like, how the fuck would they meet up? How the fuck would Quando out of everywhere in Atlanta they meet up in the same spot, man?
Well, it was already planned, and we know this. This is facts. It was planned for them to meet there. But there's a mix-up on what was supposed to happen at the meetup.
All you gotta do is pay attention to this. The security guards that's out there, video came out, they let you know that Quando and them was already sitting there waiting on Von them to pull up. the security guards, and they came out from the Monaco. It's on YouTube now. The security guards talking, and it lets you know that they was already sitting there waiting on them to pull up. They was already there because they knew.
Hey man, hey look, Church's News ain't got to tell you nothing. If you don't believe it's daddy, then your ass green. Hey look, they was already there. They was already there. Quando them, they was already there, man. They was already there, man. Hold on, let you listen to it one more time.
They're waiting on them to pull up. Once the world know the 21 Savage place, it was his uncle's place, and it was illegally open. Oh, they wasn't even wise, you know what I mean? Now it's going. Everybody love Von. They love Von more than Dirk. And all they got to do is find out Dirk has something to do with Von. They through fucking with him. Period. His career over.
Hey, I said it. Hey, look.
Hey.
See.
Like I said, Salam, homie, that means mother. So that I didn't know who it was sent to, you know what I'm saying? Right. So it's been the whole thing. They already turned him on, like you see in the text message that I sent him, because my son don't give a fuck about me. What better time to do something to me, not than when everybody's locked up, where you can act like to his grandmama. I ain't had nothing to do with him. I'm locked up fighting for my life right now. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's...
Oh, let's get to this next shit. That shit, wow. Got any thoughts, Push?
Yeah, I just tripped my nigga off that girl. Yeah. I like that, nigga. King Von's a saint. But nah, that's crazy, bro. If they set that nigga up like that, it's crazy.
Hey man, they set that nigga up, bro. The way that shit look, it look like a setup.
It don't make no sense. Why? Well, I mean, like I said, Karma's a beast. So I don't even know what to really say.
Yeah, Karma is a beast. And you know me. With Von, I mean, I wasn't the one that was like, oh yeah, I fuck with Von shit. I mean, from what I was seeing, he was out there really murdering, you know, people, whatnot. I'm not on the celebrating a person unaliving our black people, especially if they were young, regardless of what. But I ain't with all that. Just like I ain't with it on this side of the globe. You know what I'm saying? But people pick their own paths in life.
I was tripping, bro. She was saying it wasn't Von's time. I'm like, nigga, how you know it wasn't his time?
That's why. That's why. Like,
if it wasn't, it wouldn't have happened.
You can't agree with everything. You're like, well, that one, I don't know about that one. Then, I'm not feeling that, what you said. But that point right there, yeah, that's kind of like what I was saying. Now, the person say, well, I'm never wrong. That's impossible. Ain't nobody perfect, especially in that shit. You may not even really know who you talking to. You know what I'm saying?
You know where I trip on those people, bro, right there? I'm like, if I had that type of power, I would not be broke. I would not be poor. I would not be. These people be down and out, bro. Be having to get 9 to 5 and be like they a witch. Like, bro, why don't the powers work for you? Like,
said, nigga, you a witch? You better get some money.
You ain't got no money, no car. I'm like, nigga, if I'm a warlock, nigga, I got a motherfucking stupefied. He's giving me all type of money.
Building, man. Salute, man. They're like, nigga, I need a yacht, some German shit, or whatever, you know, foreign shit. What they say, some foreign.
That's real. All the witches and warlocks be broke. I don't be getting it. You got all this power. Like my money in another dimension. Like, okay.
Yo, this live is brought to you by the Jungle Boys. Man, Jungle Boys .ie, man. Go there, tell me boy Ill sent you. You in the IE in the Empire area. And you want some good smoke, man. Go fuck with them boys, man. They get you right for shit show. Shout out to Big Nutter. Shout out to DJ Chuck Massacre, Lil Larry, 50 State Mozzie, man. Hope my brothers out there, make sure y'all safe. But they've been playing this thing, recording on, move to something else. Gotta get to a little bit of. So I mean, what y'all think? Do y'all feel that King Von was backdoor, and if he was backdoor, was he backdoor by Lil Durk? Everybody accusing Lil Durk for doing this whole shit. Well, saying OTF Von paid Lil Tim and all this other shit.
Don't make sense. So we're going to break down each situation where we'll address everything one by one so y'all can follow what's going on and use it to your own discernment. With that being said, let's start off with the first thing we seen where allegedly text messages were exposed by D-Thing and Mother Duke's baby mother Fat Fat, where she exposed that allegedly Von Ben told Mother Duke that he was going to tell on Little Durk and the O-Block members involved in the RICO case concerning the shooting of Quando Rondo associate Lil Pab. Now, I'm not going to make any claims because y'all like to say things are conspiracy theories, so instead of me saying anything, I'm just going to ask you a few questions and y'all come to your own conclusions of what makes sense and what don't. So let's get into the first thing. Mother Duke and D-Thing's baby mother Fat Fat would post text messages where everyone assumed it was Vonnie texting Mother Duke, stating that he was about to tell because he can't go to trial. She captioned a screenshot of the text messages and said, quote, "Free Uncle Smirk, rat, N-word." Now, first and foremost, when have y'all ever heard Free Uncle Smirk publicly stated by Fat Fat? I'm gonna leave that alone for now, but however, shout out to Loyalty and Betrayal because she seemed to be the only one that caught it. Y'all check this out.
Your workflow is important to us. Please wait indefinitely.
With Monday.com's intuitive work.
You don't see it? It's right there in front of you. She takes my money when I'm in need. Oh, she a gold digger. Y'all ain't find it funny that she ain't put no explanation with these texts? Those are Trench's News' texts.
Trench's News.
She's reposting texts from Trench's News. Look at his logo.
Now, everyone was under the misconception that this text message was taken from Mother Duke's phone and was Vonnie explaining to Duke that he was about to tell. However, as Loyalty called it out, you could still see a blogger's logo in the bottom right corner if you look hard enough, indicating that this was just a screenshot. Also, let's actually get into what was said to determine a few things. Now, off rip, the first text from allegedly Vonnie was state quote, "Salams Abu." Now, off rip, for the Muslim guys and girls out there that know the dialect, you know that salam is short for salam alaikum, which means hello, and Abu, which means father. So right then and there, that cuts out the claims that Vonnie was getting in contact with Duke because instead he was reaching out to his father, and the text messages were screenshots taken from a conversation he may have had with his father, right? Now, the rest of the text messages would read, quote, "This is my jail number if you need to get in contact. Send me a message here, inshallah. I'll call you this week, just now able to get everything on point. Yeah, I'm trying to plea out to a 32, which is the base for M. For H, max is 43, which is life, 2 points for plea, 1 point for early plea, 2 points for no background, 27 is 5 to 7 years. Hopefully, inshallah, it's better than that. I can go to trial, might get an elbow, don't want them to do me like them other boys." Now, technically, if you read close, there's nowhere in those text messages where the man says verbatim that he's going to cooperate. However, he did say that he don't want to take it to trial because he's seen what happened with them other boys, aka the O Block 6, where they took it to trial and basically blew. So what he's saying is that he'd rather take a plea where it may be a lot of time, but at least he can possibly still see the light of day again. So to call him a rat to sway a narrative is one thing, but what you call taking a plea is another, because you have some people that say taking a plea isn't snitching, while some say taking a plea is. Now, let's break down why. When you have co-defendants on your case and you vow to take a plea while everyone isn't, you make it look bad for everyone else, because to take a plea is just another way of saying you are guilty of the crime and you are aware that a crime was committed, and you are admitting that what you are being accused of is basically true. So if you are OTF DD or Little Dirk, him taking a plea will hurt your case because he basically just admitted to everything that was put against him. So now you as his co-defendant is going to now have to not only fight against what the prosecutors are accusing you of, but now it's a handicap fight because they already have someone that took a plea. This is why when everyone started taking pleas in the Young Thug YSL trial, they were considered cooperators because they're basically admitting to guilt. So now think about it. If a jury sees all this evidence they have against you, on top of your co-defendant already admitting to what took place on his behalf, then how does that look for you? So when they're calling Vonnie a snitch, it's important that y'all understand why. Because some of the people that's calling him a snitch are the same ones that had no problem with the YSL guys taking pleas in their case, and it's basically the same thing, right? So now the question you have to ask yourself is, did he snitch, or was he just protecting himself like most people do? And for the YNs,
true, if this person that we hear talking is in fact OTF Vonnie's father, then what he has done is established that based on personal conversations between Vonnie and himself and members of Von's family and himself, that Dirk was surrounded by people who were only around him and using him for his money, which creates the perfect backdrop for Vonnie to be using his cards without his permission, without his knowledge. They are trying to paint the picture that Dirk backdoored Von, or that it was some type of hit or conspiracy to get Von out of the way, which makes no sense if you think about the fact that they plan to go kill for Von. But what he's establishing, like I said, is that
I'm throwing a party. This is going to be my biggest book ever.
All of these people around Dirk were plotting on him. You had a 100K track plotting on how to steal the artist from under him, so he gonna go bail Von out, and instead of just having Von pay him back, he wants to, hey, you could just sign to me, bro, you know? And then you have Vonnie, who they claim stole money from Von, who had a motive to get Von out of the way, but probably benefited more from him being around, because it's just more money around to steal. But he also has a motive for framing Dirk in this situation, if that's true. Because now he's in the same situation with Dirk that he was in with Von, whereas he has access to the cards. Like dude said, you don't got to kill him to get the money. You already got the money. You got access to the credit cards, debit cards, whatever they are, the cards that were used in this situation. And all you have to do is make sure you're able to spend the money uninterrupted. The thing is gone. So it's the perfect scenario. Dirk was surrounded by people who were plotting on his money. That's the impression that I'm getting from these audio. I'm not getting the impression that Vonnie is a snitch who's playing the snitch. I'm getting the impression that Vonnie is a person who was around Dirk, plotting on his money, plotting on King Von's money, and has gotten himself caught up in the situation.
Snitches. Snitch. He took the stand though. That's the whole deal. You know what I'm saying? It's no, like the homie said earlier, long time, there's no loyalty amongst thieves. This nigga been stealing from Dirk and Von, allegedly paid Lil Tim. His dad said he ain't shit. But like we was saying the other day, that's bad parenting all the way around. It's been like the father's been portraying their kids, you know what I'm saying? their sons. They ain't been fathers to their sons and shit. Instead, they rather give them a gun and, hey, let's get in the streets and get thuggy with it. And these are the results. Know that your son got life. I think they gonna get that nigga. I think he gonna get double life. Nigga, K-So got what? He got probably double life coming. And the cold thing about it is, he went drilling shit because the shit that he was into, killed his brother, and they shot at his pops too. You know what I'm saying? His pops got shot in the back. Some wild shit, yo.
Simply being able to establish that this is Vonnie's character is something that Dirk's attorney could use to say, hey, my client didn't know anything about this. This guy has a reputation for being around these people and using their money without their permission. He's been accused of stealing money from these guys. This is not the relationship that the government would like to paint it out to be. And that's a defense that, you know, it's on the line, it's on the fence, because some people gonna say, well, that's snitching, he blaming it on Vonnie. You know, but if Vonnie has intentions to come in here and cooperate against Dirk, then that's the perfect defense for that. You know, he framed me because he wants to take my money. He has access to my cars. He's probably already stolen X amount of dollars out of my account. And now, you know, he's coming in here and we're trying to blame everything on me. He get a sweet deal, go home a couple years from now, and he's still up $1 million or $3 million, you know? And it sounds like this person who was talking that's claiming they his father, like I said, he on a money grab. Maybe Vonnie has denied him access to some funds or something, and so he ready to spill the beans. But in any case, I believe Dirk's lawyer is going to use this in court. I believe that if this is true, if this is authentic, it's going to be used in court because it establishes that Dirk had people around him who were doing things without his knowledge. The government's entire case is built around the fact that Dirk is the leader of OTF and nobody in OTF does anything without Dirk's permission. That's how they know. Remember, there's no hardcore solid evidence that Dirk was involved in this. I think the most that they have against him is him saying, don't put anything in my name. That's indicating that he knew some flights were being booked, but not necessarily that he knew the motive for those flights. You know, maybe Vonnie said, hey, bro, I want to fly a few people out. All right, that's cool. Don't put nothing in my name and nothing related to me, though. Do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what y'all finna do. That could very well be the case. That doesn't make him guilty of anything. And if his attorney can prove that, you know, Vonnie has been operating under his own accord for the past few years, then that's an open and shut thing. Dirk is accused simply of being the leader and having control of these guys. And now this person has come out and pretty much said that Dirk don't run nothing. Vonnie manipulating everybody and backdooring everybody. Once again, I have to say, credibility matters in a situation like this. Who's saying it is just as important as what's being said. So, you know, again, I don't know if this dude is just finessing Trench's News and, you know, Trench's News is putting it out for the content purposes. I don't know what's going on with that. But I do know that legally,
my work is easy because I use ClickUp. Here's how I keep track of all my tasks. I start by brain dumping everything I need to get done in a list view. Next, I set a priority and a due date to keep things on track. I create custom statuses to organize my progress exactly how I want it. I like to add the action items field so AI can show me the next steps.
Trench's News just gave Dirk some evidence. Now, whether or not his attorney will use this, I don't know. It could be one of those situations where he puts the recording into evidence and it just creates a leverage situation with the prosecution. But Trench's News definitely just provided Dirk with some exculpatory evidence. You know, this is mitigating evidence. This doesn't, I know they want to make it look bad, but it actually does the opposite, because if Dirk had plans to get Vine out of the way, then it takes away from the motive for, you know, this Quando Rondo hit. Why would I want to kill him for killing him if my whole plan was to kill him? That makes zero sense. I know this dude trying to talk this Illuminati talk and make it sound like, that was the plan. Like, well, they plan to have him done and then have him do it, and then that way they can rap about it and have something to make money. But these records ain't making that much money. I'm gonna keep it real. They ain't making that much money for these guys to just be. That's another thing, though.
Hey, y'all go check out Brian Blake. He got interesting analysis on this whole thing. What y'all think? I do believe that they backdoored King Von. I believe that the people within his camp doing shady shit is what it is. I mean, you only got 2 stars in that whole thing, and everybody else is just beating off for the niggas and shit. You know, they sitting there trying to get the crumbs. You know, so there's gonna be a lot of backdoor activity going on. But we gonna see how it play out, man. Do y'all think OTF Vonnie gonna snitch, take the stand? Is it over for Lil Durk? They gonna try to pull all these other murders, unaliveds, past, you know. There's a lot of shit. You know how niggas be trying to pin these unaliveds on motherfuckers. Speaking of that, who we got? Pull this up right here. Art of Dialogue. Y'all go run those numbers up. Go over there. Like, comment, and subscribe. Poochie wasn't behind the Biggie murder. It was Amir Muhammad. It was meant, what's that? Oh, it was a hit meant for Puffy, not Biggie. Let's get to it.
And because this LAPD cop who wasn't there come 10 years later, falsify evidence, falsify or have a girl write some bullshit. And the girl even came out and said, she don't think Poochie did it. He was just trying to get money. So my whole thing about it is you got to understand the dynamics of LA. I don't fully understand it because I never knew motherfuckers that kill people just for colors or, you know, because they from a certain set. But that's how they do their shit out there. There's no way somebody gonna dress up like somebody from the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam is strong out there. If somebody was trying to portray that image, do you understand me? If somebody was trying to portray that image, you understand, and put it off on the Nation of Islam like that, then it would have been an all-out war. And I don't think the Bloods, Crips, or nobody want to deal with those guys like that because they really got a cause. So for somebody to sit up there and say that Poochie did it, when in fact a witness seen somebody about 6'1", 6 foot, Amir Muhammad walk down the street in a blue suit, white shirt, blue bow tie. Then somebody in the car see somebody pull out a weapon in a white shirt, blue bow tie, blue suit, peanut head, shoot the Notorious Big down. Do you understand me, brother? I'm tired of these people that's bringing up shit. Yo, if we was a bunch of white boys, they wouldn't have said nothing. Yeah, they're right. They're right. Okay. That's all it would have been. That's all it would have been, man. These people bringing up this bullshit and they doing it, you understand? And they doing it because they don't want y'all to know it was a setup. It was a planned out hit. All it was is that Big was a casualty. Because it probably was for Puff. Did that answer that question, brother?
Yeah, I hear you, man. But I mean, you do got some people that work for Death Row and that was affiliated with Death Row that feel like it was Poochie.
Yo, you got 1 or 2 people that threw that shit out there. Reggie Wright, you understand, threw that out there. Because, check this shit out, man. If Reggie and Suge was like this, like he said, if you read that murder rap book, and you shouldn't read it, because it's a bunch of bullshit. If you're gonna read a book, go get mine. That's My Bodyguard and the Hip Hop Star. You understand? Go get this. This is the best book on the market about hip hop and the times that was going on back then and there. Enough said. Reggie Wright wouldn't have never said in that book that Greg Cady said, Reggie told me that Suge bought him a Chevy, or one that looked like the one that we seen from the scene, that was leaving the scene. Now, if that's my man, if that's my partner, why would I be telling a cop some shit like that about him? Unless they was trying to make up a story or make something up. All that shit is fabricated, man. All that shit is bullshit. I personally genuinely believe that particular hit and those people wanted to kill Puff. I told y'all time and time again, bro. And I don't know, listen to me, man. I ain't turning down nothing but my collar. If you want to ask me this shit next week, I'm going to tell you the same shit next week. You understand? I ain't turning down nothing but my collar, man. It was 4 or 5 different people out there trying to kill us. It's just this particular people who was trying to kill Puff. And for the grace of God, bro, they didn't get him, and the devil had them take big. That's all I can say about that, bro.
Do you know what a
Sheesh. Yeah, this is the murder rap movie, reenacting movie, whatever, series. A lot of people say it's bullshit. There's a lot of lies mixed with truth up in there. I ain't gonna play this shit like that. We just gonna see the scene right there on the screen.
Professional hitman, just a gang version of it. Professional hits, which I think is baseless. But the Biggie murder's prime suspect from an investigation conducted 15 years ago was actually pretty close to being a professional hitman.
Pretty close. Look at that. What gang member shoot like this? Any thoughts, Push?
This man at work. Nah, that's that stuff, bro. It's crazy.
That was all center mass right there. That's what it looked like. Some wild shit, man.
We were cool and we were going places, doing things as far as like going to different parties, different clubs, making sure doing Atlanta. He doing Bad Boy Weekend in Atlanta, Detroit. We going to fights and everything like that. And nothing, we just cool. Everything is fine up until the night Big died, got murdered.
What did you see that day?
When me and Puff touched down in California, we were going everywhere. You understand? He got connected with Sally Richardson, and we were going to the movies. We were going to the House of Blues, everywhere. So I called Kirk, bro, I thought you said we wasn't going nowhere. Puff is going everywhere, and it's just me and him and the driver. Some guys might meet up with us and everything like that, but it was just me and him. He said, Gene, I'll be out there. Y'all gonna be all right. I said, all right, cool. Prior to that, I got a phone call from a guy called Waynesworth Hall. I think it's Waynesworth Hall. His street name was Unique from Mecca Audio. He was a drug kingpin. He said, yo, Gene. No, the girl Dawn called me. He said, yo, Unique is on the phone. And I said, yeah? I said, what's up, Unique? He said, vest up, and the phone hung up. Because what happens is, and I found this out, that if the feds find out it's a three-way call, they'll click off. They'll hang up the phone some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? So I called Dawn back. Dawn, I said, yo, Dawn, who's that? She said, I told you that was Unique. I said, Unique from Mecca Audio? Now, Dawn used to date Diddy. So I used to she knows a lot of people. So I say to Dawn, Dawn, that was Unique? She said, yeah, that was Unique from Mecca Audio. He told you, he said they coming out, they coming to get y'all. So I said, yo, wow, they coming to get us. So I called Kirk Burrows. I told Kirk Burrows we need more security. Because at the time we only had Kenny Story, and Paul. And Paul had hired a cop from Inglewood. We only got 4 security out there. You know what I'm saying? And here we got Puff, Big, and they entourage the whole 9 yards. So he tells me that Puff is not getting any more security. I said, wow. So the part where you was talking about I didn't have to go, I never spoke to Puff about what Unique told me because I had spoke to Chaz Williams a day after that. And Chaz Williams said, yeah, I'm hearing like they coming at y'all. Now I know there's beef with us because of what the people think about Jake and what has something to do with Suge. Right. I know it's beef because of what Big did to the people from the Dog Pound when he made that phone call and they shot up their Winnebago in New York. I know there's beef from this Muslim cat that Puff had an argument with in Soul Train. I just found out recently what that was about. And I know it's beef with the Tupac stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Hit him up, like you're saying, the beef from Hit him up? Or?
Yeah, from Hit him up, from the fact that Pac is dead.
Right.
You understand? And they said a Crip did it, and because we was rolling with Crips, they may have thought we had something to do with that. You understand what I'm saying? So now, I'm like this. I'm like, I know this is beef. So when I hear from Chaz Williams, then I hear from Unique, and he's locked up in federal jail in Colorado with El Chapo and, you know, that type of prison. He gets a phone call to me. You understand? So now, I'm like this. Wow, I gotta tell Puff. Maybe I can stop us from going to this party and everything. So I come over to the Andre Harrell's house, and I say, yo, Paul, I need to speak to Puff. Puff says to me, Paul said, he's upstairs. I said, yo, Puff. He came down to the steps. It was him, Kim, they had white robes on. And I was laughing because it had BH on it.
Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I said, he stole that. See, he took that damn robe out to Beverly Hills Hotel.
It's classic.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm laughing. I'm looking at him, but I'm kind of laughing at myself. I was like, yo, he took that damn rose out to Beverly Hills Hotel. So he said to me, I said, yo, Puff, I got some intel, bro. He said, what's up, Gene? I said, I have some intel that people gonna come and try to kill us. He said, Gene, I don't wanna hear that shit. I don't wanna hear that shit, Gene. I said, you don't wanna hear that shit. That's what you mean you don't wanna hear that shit. He said, yo, Gene, you ain't gotta go if you don't wanna go.
In these uncertain times, if there's anything we need, is we need people to believe the future looks bright. So if you've heard about me.
Then you better get you a GED or playing with a basketball goal doing like that. I said, yo, Big, somebody gonna try to come kill us tonight. And Lil C, who I hadn't seen all week, you understand? Lil C says, Gene, go ahead on with that cop shit. You always think or playing with a bat. When I walked out the door.
And see how many people stop by to order and represent.
Got up from the table and walked out the door. When I walked out the door, guess who's out there? The Notorious Big in this green Chevy Suburban. D-Rock is playing with Tone, and they got a Nerf ball playing with a basketball goal doing like that. I said, yo, Big, somebody gonna try to come kill us tonight. And Lil C, who I hadn't seen all week, you understand? Lil C says, Gene, go ahead on with that cop shit. You always think you know something.
We'll get another show going today because Gene say some other shit. He mixed up some shit. He retell his story, but he changed up some things.
For shooting at him and Tupac. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is right here. Listen.
Pretty cool, huh? That's the laser strike system from us here at Vanish. This little bullet drops into...
Below this video, ladies and gentlemen, it has finally come out. It's finally come out. Suge Knight. I think Suge is tired. Suge Knight just revealed why
Y'all go to
and who was
Delray
responsible
Richardson.
for shooting at him and Tupac.
Musical
Ladies
pop
and gentlemen,
producer.
here it is right here. Listen.
When it came to us getting shot in Vegas, that was the crooked police, along with some crooked ass, rat ass gang members. That was mad because Tupac fired you. And y'all fired back.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've been trying to tell you guys this. I think this is what Keepy D was trying to say in so many words. Why do I believe Suge in saying this? Because Suge has never really spoke on the fact that Tupac actually fired Reggie. Suge knew all along. Ladies and gentlemen, you got to listen to what I'm about to tell you. You got to listen to this. Suge Knight never spoke about Tupac firing Reggie. He never said anything about it. See, Reggie's been lying about this. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. has been lying about this for years. Ladies and gentlemen, I showed you the documentation in where Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. actually told the police 3 days after Tupac's death, ladies and gentlemen. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. went to the Los Angeles Police Department and told them that Suge Knight had gang members on his payroll and they were carrying weapons, ladies and gentlemen, which led to a what? A traffic stop. MC Hammer was the one who kind of cut the police off so that Suge and them could get away. This is facts, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the documentation. Look, this is nothing that I made up. I'm telling you. So now, Suge Knight has just said it. And the reason why. Right? Suge said, what? It was Reg and the dirty cops.
Yo, you ain't lying, Sherm. I mean, Gene know a lot. And the thing about it, if it ever goes to trial, and they want to get his testimony, they gonna call him in, and he gonna come in and take that stand. You know, all these niggas nowadays, it don't matter. It matters to people who go under those codes, like, you know what I'm saying, ain't with none of that snitching and all that. But these people don't give a fuck. They're like, I'm not gonna do life. Don't be doing no criminal shit around these type of people.
And some snitching gang members. Now, I don't know who he's talking about in regards to that, right? But it is just confirmed that recently Keefy D just came out and basically said by him cooperating with the government, right, that he thinks that he's supposed to get some kind of leniency or the charge is dismissed in regards to the Tupac murder case. I think Suge is just bringing it home. Like I said, I only been reporting on, like I said, when I got the documentation, the letter that Tupac fired Reggie the Rat Wright Jr.
The question is, do y'all think Suge Knight is saying, fuck it, he gonna tell it all? And like, yeah, I'm gonna just tell it all.
Yasmin, Yaki Gaddafi, and you gotta understand the connection with this. Yasmin Fula is Yaki Gaddafi's mom, Tupac's godmother, right? She was there. She was the one that wrote the letter firing David Kenner and also firing Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. had been denying it. He never said anything about it. He said something slick about Yasmin though, and Yasmin slid that facts out. Boom.
Put that out because I said something that she didn't like, and she had some letter she put up. I can't say that I got it or didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't know about it. Because I showed it. I'm the type of nigga to be like, fuck that nigga. That's me. That's Reggie. If y'all don't know anything about it, I didn't need that.
Pork butt lies. Motherfucker, lying like a motherfucker. I remember when this shit came out. All of this lying ass. Nigga lied once, he gonna lie again.
Hello. $300 a day, profit I was making up for having those two guys on now. Like, you don't want no security, let them, his homeboys do it. Let them run around. I hope he get arrested and they get arrested with guns on, so he's asking if I let him go back to jail.
Ooh. And Reggie
said he hope Pac get arrested and go back to jail. Violating law. So he didn't give a fuck about protecting Pac. I know this shit. Looking like the chickens come home to roost. Niggas getting tired of this shit.
The Rat Wright Jr. had been denying it all these years. Listen to me very carefully. Suge Knight had never said anything about that. Until now. On Choke No Joke. He never said anything about it. Right? Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. had been telling us he ran Death Row. If you listen to the whole interview over on Choke No Joke, Suge vehemently denies that Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. ever ran Death Row. I showed y'all the documentation and Suge actually doing some kind of deposition in where they asked him, who ran Death Row while you were incarcerated? And he said, Michelle A. But Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. had been trying to get us to believe that he was the guy that was running. Suge also says that he put out one record. You got to go listen to Jokes No Joke whole interview. But I wanted to bring you this part because, like I said, once again, when I was trying to tell people what it was, this is what Keefy D was alluding to when they went into the jail, right? And he implicated Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. in the death of Tupac Shakur.
Create your own water supply with this proven solution built for off-grid independence.
Instagram talking about how
No
he got
pipes,
shot
no-
and how people feel. Yeah, he's on everything. He's on the TikTok, my nigga.
He said Tupac.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, I was looking at an interview. This dude was talking about how the fans feel about him. He's like, man, there's 5 different Tupac fans. This dude is like, I'm alive. So who died? What is they talking about when he's on social media right now? This shit is crazy, bro. Somebody, this is op madness right here. If the dude is on social media, why are we still talking about this nigga dead?
I don't know, man.
That's crazy right there. It's like somebody gonna play it all the way to the end to this nigga come back to the United States or some damn shit and sit literally in your face. This shit is crazy, bro. I mean, like he's on TikTok, like literally talking about his fucking life. So I'm just trying to figure out why is Keefe locked up? I don't know. The dude's over there.
Gotta do the DNA on that. Hey,
probably.
We gotta before we get out of here, we're gonna visit Pushy Push channel. You see, he got a lot of interesting things on. I mean, check out the memes, y'all. Check them out. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, we're gonna get to that. Yeah, man.
How many lies has this guy told Reggie the Rat Wright Jr. in regards to the death? The lie he told about, Suge told me what happened shortly after. I showed you the video, but that didn't happen. Suge said he never came to the hospital, to his whole hospital room. That's where he said Suge told him that. Right? Then he wanted to invoke Michael Moore only when it came to the point where Suge told him that he was a lie. He said, Michael Moore, and the lawyer went to the hospital. But before then, he never admitted to it. That's what Michael Moore said he heard got him over the radio. Reggie had denied that. All of it's true, ladies and gentlemen. All of it's true. You got the letter. Proof. You got Suge saying it. Proof. He never spoke on it. Proof. Reggie lied and said Suge, they were at the Keyshawn Johnson draft party at the House of Blues. Right? And he said something in regards to Tupac firing him.
We went to this party. It was the night of the draft of the 1996 draft date. Keyshawn Johnson had a draft party at the House of Blues. And Tupac showed up. And I don't know who he was with. He probably was with Big Syke and Bogart. I don't even know if Bogart was still around yet. But Big Syke and somebody like the chick was like, Reg, where's Pac security at, man? Where's the security? I'm like, that nigga sent me a letter over the day, faxing me, fire me. I don't play no games. That nigga don't want no security on him. Cool, that's less of a headache me trying to find somebody to work. And Suge looked at me and she was like, we was right there in the middle of the club at House of Blue. So Reggie, don't play like that, man. Don't play like that. Pac, number one, he don't pay you no way. He ain't hired you no way. I hired you. I paid him. Don't play like.
It didn't happen there.
Yeah, it didn't. You can see that the dates are different. Hey, y'all can go check out Delray Robinson, Straight Gang TV, Art of Dialogue, man. We're gonna check this out. We're gonna get up out of here, man. Got some other shit to talk about. Y'all see the shit that's happening on No Jumper. Looking like they planting more seeds. We got Young and Hefe and Munchie B. Little disagreements. Then you got Brandon, Kung Fu Panda going back and forth with Young and Hefe. Yeah, man, we'll get to some shit. But this one, World War X. Secret alien war nobody talks about.
This picture or this coin.
Okay. Hey man, talk to us, man. Just a little, man. Talk to us, man. Some cool little coin right here. What we looking at?
Oh, my nigga, the other video is a little bit crazier.
Crazier than this one. I mean, we haven't got. You know, I'm trying to keep in order, but you know, okay.
Yeah, we want some excitement.
You say you want some. Man, you down in your own shit.
No, it's just, man, I know what's what.
What's good, fam?
Okay. All right. Let y'all check this out. Put your thinking caps on.
Hard to watch a little bit of this, but yeah, it's dealing with bloodlines, fam. And I show you a statue that you can only find in Ghana, bro, and it's just mind blowing. So yeah.
Okay.
Family, as above, so below, the bloodline wars. I go by the name Pushy Push. If you have a TikTok, definitely check me out at pushy.push. Also drop a like and subscribe right here to my YouTube at Pushy Push. I definitely appreciate that, family. But let's get into this one right here. So I've shown these two coins right here in the past, and I believe that they are connected to a bloodline. So when you look like at the coin on the left, you know, that is our medical symbol today. And I believe that these coins connect to a old ancient bloodline, possibly during our last reset. What I want to do is compare, you know, the thoughts of as above, so below, you know, like the perception of that. I believe that I found it in a different manner, and it might actually be more realer than a mythic. So I want you to look at these two coins because they are pertaining to two bloodlines that I'm going to show right here. So the bird wing on top with the snake on the bottom, I believe that's one bloodline, more newer. And there's the snake on the top with the bird wings on the bottom, and I believe that that one is the older, more ancient bloodline. So what I'm going to do is show that and how it connects to the as above, so below. So right here is a start right here. So to understand this, I always say it, you know, you gotta step away from any racist mindset or colonial mindset in order to understand this. It's not meant to be racist when you're looking at a bloodline or at a species. So I'll begin to show how this turns deeply into a bloodline. But as you can see right here, you know, there is a man above, which is looking like an angel, and then there's a black person at the bottom, and it looks like he has a reptilian body. Now what I'm saying is the image that's on this coin is the representation of the bloodline that's in power, conquering the older bloodline. So the wings on the top, that is what you're seeing with the angel looking person. And the snake at the bottom, that is what you're seeing there. So what this is saying is they both have this DNA inside of them. They both are wild men. But one particular wild man group has defeated the other. Now, this looks like heaven and hell right here. Like this is an angel, and it's like saying black people is demons. It doesn't mean that right there. And I'll show in this illustration right here.
That's in Ghana, bro.
Yeah.
That's in Ghana, bro.
Hey, y'all.
You see her stepping on the angel?
Yeah, I see that.
And she using the inner power, bro. Like, we got an inside power. You know, like the Jedi power that's in you. That's what she using to fight this beast. That's not a real angel. That right there is a wild man. This is why I said this is about to get deep right here. And that's why I was saying the last picture can easily look like racism, but as it get deeper, you're gonna see some other shit.
Yeah, this is on a whole nother level. You see the beast-like face that she got her
Oh, I get a close up on it. It's coming.
This is basically a statuette that's in Ghana. And what it shows is a lady attacking this angel right here on the ground. And she looks like she's using the chi inside of her, like your inner energy, your chakras, in order to defeat this creature. Now, what I'm saying is this is not a heaven or hell situation. This is a situation where someone is fighting the beasts that are in the world. But we're taught that. And like I said, this isn't racism right here. You know, if we go back up, you can see the white person on top of the reptilian. So I'm not saying that she's a reptilian. We'll actually get to that. What this shows is regular people was fighting this beast. So the wings on the back, they're symbolic. It shows what part of the bloodline that you are a part of. Just like you will see some symbols where it's a crown with a snake wrapped around a stick. Well, that is showing a particular bloodline also right there. So this is not meant to be racism. This is showing a bit of a past that we had beastly creatures and people were using, you know, maybe voodoo or spells in order to fight these creatures in the past. This is a great example right here. So this is just like the pendant that we saw with the angel on top standing on top of the black reptilian person. Well, this is a better scenery, and definitely it's not racism. The angel to the left, she's standing on top of a black or a dark-skinned being that has green wings. And if you look at the middle picture, that's the Ethiopian. If you notice, they got the wings just as well. So when the wings are attached to you, that shows that they are a wild man. So there are black wild men. I'm not saying all Ethiopians, it could be a specific bloodline to them, but they have that animal blood in them. And they are no different than the angel that we see to the side. So that's not an angel, that's actually the bloodline. You know, basically there are white people with this animal blood, and there are black people with this same type of animal blood. And if you look to the right, the black character is in the same position as the white one, and it's standing on top of what looks to be like a black person with green wings, just like the pendant. So
see, it's not racism, bro. They're stepping on the same shit. This is some bloodline shit, bro. It's one group fighting another group, and it's black and white mix.
It ain't into that color shit. Hey, we gonna pull up. If Push is down, we'll pull up tomorrow for the Sabbath.
Yeah, this video trending, bro.
Yeah, so we'll pull up tomorrow. I guess around what time, man? I guess around 5 or 6. Y'all pull up, man. West Coast time. You know, come pull up, and we gonna get deeper. We'll play the other video too. You know what I'm saying? We'll have more time. Get straight to it, cause this is real deep. I don't want y'all to just, you know, try to rush. You know, but go to this channel. Go to Pushy Push channel, go to his website, and have more time. Click on it. You're gonna have to really get into it. We're gonna get to that, man. So I'll pull up tomorrow, man, around 25 to 6 and shit. I appreciate everybody pulling up, rolling up, getting blow with you moving. We out this bitch, man. It's Prodigy, man. Illuminati.
The control of your mind and your body. Americans are traditionally independent, very hard to control. But the architects of the New World Order have ways to force you into submission. First, through a well-orchestrated agenda including health care, financial security, safety from crime, and environmental issues, the public will be coerced into accepting a national identification card. It will be disguised in the cloak of benevolence, the government doing a great good deed for the people. Once the national identification card is in place, it will become the ID card. Without it, you'll not be able to make deposits or withdrawals at the bank, write a check at the supermarket, or even drive your automobile. Soon thereafter, legislation will require all citizens to carry their national ID card at all times.
Drop jelly beans, GMT, peyote. I know you feel me. Peace song is a natural trip for me. My rhymes are so vivid, you start to see things way different. America's fate. I was fast asleep, but now I'm wide awake. I was under the spell of King Guru and reserve notes. Religion and fashion, I used to be flashy till I had a total recall. Forgot what I already knew. It took me 33 years for me to see the truth. Ever so clear, I was too young, I couldn't articulate myself the right way, son. But now, let me break it down, pass it all around. This is not a theory, the conspiracy is real. They wanna put me in a straight jacket in the padded room, tell the world it's 12 monkeys, so they could be confused. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep their eye on me. But I'ma stay incognito, in places they can't find me. Make my moves strategically. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep their eye on me. But I'ma stay incognito, in places they can't find me. Make my moves strategically. They say life is like chess, but fuck that, I'm tired playing games with you kids. Ain't no time for playing, check the rhymes I'm saying. I write it for the streets, for the hood, inspiration, inspire a part of the map. Where it's poverty, I started with a mob, but now I got an army of soldiers and troopers. The TV and the radio scared to death for us, so we hit the YouTube up. Now I got millions of views. Now watch how many rappers follow what P do. Now I'm too hoodie to conform to the program. I'm too much of a rebel for me to try to fit in. Nigga, it don't matter the color of your skin. Right now you either positive or you negative. I got friends in high places, multiple races and cultures. Positive for me to try to fit in. Nigga, it don't matter the color of your skin. Right now you either positive or you negative. I got friends in high places, multiple races and cultures on my side. All you got is paper. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep their eye on me. But I'ma stay incognito, in places they can't find me. Make my moves strategically. Illuminati want my mind, soul, and my body. Secret society, trying to keep their eye on me. But I'ma stay incognito, in places they can't find me. Make my moves strategically.
FirstFamRadio.com. FirstFamRadio.com.